Just give me a minute. Just trying to get my stuff set up here. Hopefully the price action is a little better than it was last night. All right. Trying to get my chats to pop out so we can have my. See, there's one chat. Second chat. Not really sure what that is. I'm pretty shocked that we ran those highs all the way up there. Looks like we're staying pretty bullish here. Yep. All right. So first thing we'll do is we'll look and just see what kind of news that we have for today. I think we already have it. We don't have any three-star news today, so I think it was pretty much uh, tomorrow, the next couple days. Goes. I'm not really sure we're going to get at the moment, but it definitely looks like we're building up a nice little 5 minute trend line here. All right, let's go to investing.com. Like I said, I don't think we have too much more news for the day. I want to say Europe had their CPI numbers, and the U.S. will have their CPI numbers tomorrow. Pretty much the only thing we have is crude oil. I heard that crude oil was kind of moving down. I was wondering if we were going to stay off of the 21 here. I almost want to take a low risk trade just to see if that's going to work. Just put it at the bottom here. See if the 21 is going to hold this morning. Sometimes these work, sometimes they don't. I've been just kind of practicing these, try to catch that right moment whenever we cross over the 21 EMA. I'm still kind of bearish for the day. I still feel like that we possible will have this nice 5-minute trend line for a break to the downside. Make sure I was on an eval. Yep, got to make sure I'm on an eval. Maybe back below the 21. As long as 62 holds, we'll stay in the trade. But as soon as this starts losing that 62, we'll close. Pretty wild looking candle here. Not really sure what that is. Hopefully it's not a data candle where it has to run this wick, then run this wick. So it'd be nice to go and run this wick here first. What do we got? About 10 more minutes. Then we'll start that other stream. Sorry about that. Oh, looks like we're starting to lose that 21 there. Definitely bearish if we break this 21 and break this trend line here, because this is a pretty massive 5-minute trend line. That's probably, if we pull fib on this move right here, it's probably like the 50, well, no, it's a little bit more than 50%. Yeah. It's like we're kind of stalling out. Lost the volume. We had pretty good volume. We were moving up pretty good for the last, say, 30 minutes, and now we just kind of died off here. Oh, man, another inside bar. Come on. That looks like it's about to get us here. All right. Well, maybe it'd be a good sign that we're going to be moving down here at the opening. Just give me a moment. Just kind of trying to get my settings start up here. All right, that one's set. Kind of a fan of this 5 minute trend line back to the downside here at the opening. Unfortunately, we might have picked the wrong direction a while ago. Could have a quick move down here to take out this. What do we got? 2 minutes left on this candle. So hopefully everybody had a good evening trading if you continued trading last night. What's up, Ben? What's up, Michael? I don't know if you trade last night or you just trading this morning. There's a lot of good traders last night holding some nice option trades for anybody that's in the option trading. Looks like a big old wick there. Hopefully the price action is a little better than it was yesterday. Yesterday was just completely brutal to trade. It was pretty rough yesterday. The price action was super wicky. I mean, there was big moves, but the pullbacks were just insane yesterday. We did trade Tokyo last night in our Asia market. I think we were just trading like one or two micros. I think we made about what? wonder if this thing continues down. This is just an eval trade. Probably going to go to break even fairly quick since it's so close to opening. I was trying to see if this thing continues to run without risking a whole bunch. So we can risk like 4 points. Shit. Let me pull my fib on this real quick. So 38%. We needed to stop here at the 45s and 50s. Probably above this level, we'll just close this. This is an eval only, guys, if you're just joining us. If the 44 holds, we should get a push back down. We may trade this eval fairly aggressive this week. Apex extended one more week for that cheap, what do you want to call it? The cheap activation fee, but you only have a week to pass. So. Still got about 10 more minutes before the market opens. So hopefully we'll start getting some kind of pullback before the market opens here. Like I said, we're going to trade this aggressive. We're going to see if we can pass this in 1 week here. So hopefully by the end of next week we can have this pass or fail, whatever happens. We'll stay under the 21 EMA here. All right, so we're about to hit the 38% pullback. Usually 50 is about max, so you're hoping the 50s will hold for us. And that's right at the 50s there. So if you're just joining us, we're going to trade this one Apex account here heavy. They have a sale that they extended their activation fee for 1 week. So this was one of their 90% off accounts, but they ended the 90%. But if you have a 90%, they extended the activation fee for a week. Hmm. Might not even get the push. Or maybe we'll get the quick push at the opening. I just hope we don't like pop all the way back up. Or we can pull 50% of this. Let me pull 50% of the candle here. Mm. 50% would be back up at the 55. Was hoping this trade would be over a little sooner. Like I said, I was hoping we'd get that push right before the opening here. We still can. Sometimes 5 minutes before the market opens, you'll get a little rush of volatility in. I want to say 57 may be my line in the sand here, though. We don't really want it back above this 21 EMA. That is what, the 38%. So we don't have any news this morning, so we don't have to worry about news. Good morning, Clarity. How are you doing today? I was just letting everybody know that we're going to be trading this Apex a little aggressive today because, and see if I can pass it before that what do you want to call it? That special ends with the activation fee, because they extended the activation cheap fee for 1 week. Woo, might have to hold this thing into opening. All right, we're about 5 minutes away here. So let's see if we can get some kind of volatility put in here. See if we can get some kind of little movement. Doji, come on. Got 5 minutes left, so let's see if it'll do a quick little dump here. Ooh, we don't want to see another leg created. We're hoping that this is the top of the leg here. All right. How did you fare yesterday, Clarity? Yesterday was super super tough. So, all right. So we got what, less than 4 minutes to go, guys. So probably a print above the 56 here. We'll close this trade here. So, like I said, we were going to trade this eval fairly aggressive. This was a 90% eval that we got yesterday, and we were trying to reach the let's see if we get a quick dump here. Hopefully it don't just tag me in. Hope it dumps quick and goes. Come on. Don't tag me in and get stuck. This thing's going to go down to the minute, guys. All right. Break even. Nice. Woo, talking about the last minute. Oh, man. Little last minute banger there. Shoot, we may even just take profit off on that one and just see what happens. We'll risk like $20 or something on this trade. Follow, follow, follow. All right, runner got stopped. Nice. Oh, goodness. I'm hoping this is kind of like the manipulation candle, and we go back out the top here. What do we got? How much time we got left on this candle? 3 minutes. We got a lot of time left on this candle. Man, another day starting off with super wiki candles here. Almost 2 minutes left on this candle. Kind of see where it's at. So far, starting off super wiki here. Mm-hmm. 50 seconds. I don't know if we'll get a trade off this candle just because it doesn't have much of a body. So it's all wick so far. You really need to see some pushing to get kind of below the 400s with the second candle printing below the 400s maybe. Yeah, still got 20 seconds left. Eh. All right, about to have a new candle. Ah. Can't believe you got stuck there. Following. All right, we'll lock at least 40 points in because we could bounce here at the 23. Boner. And nothing like a good boner candle. Woo, look at this big old candle go. We got 3 minutes left on this bad boy. Come on, keep pushing. Oh, no. 50 hold up. Oh, shit. Dude, what the crap? Man, come on. Did I select the wrong freaking... Oh my God. I was trying to copy trade and I forgot to select the entrant. God dang it. I'm like, why did I get $100 in all my accounts? I forgot to select my instrument. Oh my goodness. It just cost myself like an extra $200 on my fundeds. Son of a bee. Oh well. That was the one funded trade. Unfortunately, we didn't get the copy trade in. We forgot to select what we were trading, so it didn't copy trade for me. So we were trying to trade 2 fundeds and an eval. I feel robbed. Dirty. All right, there's that 33 we were kind of looking for here. $23 wick back up. Broke those. Possible 305 run here if we get through the 39s here. That would be your London Asia low back down at the 305s. Thank you guys for the likes and follows today. Well, maybe a little later. So if you, oh shit, this is gonna be another sell. There's the previous day close. Oh, we just lost that level. What the heck? So that's like the wrong accounts. Damn it. I had the wrong account selected, so it wouldn't let me take a trade there. We're trying to shoot for another little quick 10-point trade there off the previous day close. We kind of wait and see what happens down here at the 305, 306 at the Asia low from. How much longer before this candle? Shit, we still have 2 minutes left on this candle. Let's just wait and see if if we lose that Asia low. If we lose that Asia low, we could get a nice push down all the way to 28. That's at 305. So. I wonder if we get a big push back up here off this 300. Off that previous day close. So that 305, guys, that's your Asia low from yesterday. If we continue lower, we can target maybe 177 all the way down there. Got 40 seconds left on this candle. Seconds left. I don't like seeing that big wick here. See if we would lose that 300 again. See here. Don't want to be in this for too much. Okay. In case it rejects off of that. Nice. Price action is a lot easier to manage today, guys. I just hope this damn thing don't pull back and stop me out. Come on, 5 minutes. We still got two minutes left. Oh, come on. This is going to suck to be up this many points and this thing come all the way back. We still got 2 minutes. We're trying to target 175. Minute 30 seconds left on this candle. What it is, we're running into the Asia high right here. Damn it. All right. Oh, that sucks. I can't believe that shit came all the way back up there to stop me out. Come on. That's insane. Got 10 seconds left on this next candle. Like I said, we're being aggressive with this account. All right. All right, this is going to be our first little inside bar here. All right, just kind of waiting for to see what happens with this candle here. What's up, Matt? 'Kind of about to create our first inside bar here. We still got a minute left on this candle, so we're trying to wait and see what happens with this candle here. Uh, 30 seconds left. Seconds left. Let's see here. Don't really want to see the push back up. I may just close this and wait for the re-push up, then re-enter, because it could push it back quite a few points for a pullback. Oh, damn. This thing came back quick. Oh, well. I'll just have to take this loss because it came back too quick. Okay. Whew. Yeah. All right, so the inside bar is still valid as long as it stays under this part. Or doesn't break that top wick. That's what I was kind of waiting on, this pullback, to see if the pullback holds. If it breaks the top of this wick, this is no longer a valid trade. And it looks like it's about to break it. But I've seen it get fairly close. Yeah, it broke it. So this week hasn't been the great for the inside bar. I think before that it was on like a 10-day win streak, but oh, excuse me. What do we got left on this candle here? We got a minute here. I think if it stays above this 40 level, we should get a nice push to the upside. Top steps down 2 days in a row. I hate that our copy trade thing didn't work out this morning. Thirty seconds left. Let me pull my fib on this real quick in case it pops back up. Sorry about that, guys. I was just kind of focusing on my charts for a minute. We got 3 minutes left on this. See if the runner holds. We're just looking for 10 points. Ah, shit. The runner got stopped out. Kind of learned my lesson yesterday. Until I know the price action's moving pretty good, we're just going to go for 10 points and leave the runner. And so that's kind of what we're doing at the moment. So, see if we can get another entry here. We'll wait and see. If we can find an entry, we're trying to target the lows. We got the lows all the way down at 175. This wick price action is insane. What I'm really annoyed is that we took this long down here, and I thought I was copy trading, but I didn't have my thing selected right, so the copy trader didn't work correctly. Hopefully by next week, the price action will get a little better for us, guys. We are positive on our fundeds today. Hopefully we can find one more trade here. I'm looking for like another like 2 micro trade. Woo, you're gonna risk the heavy on your why are you gonna go heavy on your funded? If it's a funded. It's a funded, right, Matt? Why would you go heavy? I only do heavy on the evals here. We got about 3 minutes. Oh, it is an eval. So I'm not trading much on my Apex fund. I don't blame you. I'd at least wait. We might have to just get through fun. That's why a lot of people don't trade the rollover week and the Christmas holidays. So it might be the next month before we actually get some decent price action. That's where it's just not so wicky. I'm pissed because I did not take profit on this candle here, man. I was up like 70 points on this, and that thing wicked all the way back up to stop me out. So that's why I'm thinking of just pretty much most of my trades, you're going to see me just hit my 10 points and just probably follow the price action down. There's just, I don't think it's worth holding the trades like I did last week or the week before. So not until we get to that back of price action. True. All right, we got a minute left here. Hmm. 40 seconds left for to get a new candle here. So we got a nice tight little trend line here. So don't know if we're going to break it or not here. 17 seconds for a new candle. Mm-hmm. Just being patient and wait here. Ah, come on. That thing literally just hit me, then ripped back off. 10 will probably be my line in the sand here. So back above 309, we'll close this right here. We're going to go to break even because this stuff's just so whippy. Oh, no. Damn it, it's stuck. I can't. Come on. I can't go over 10 points, so it might just be a break even trade. Yep, break even. Son of a bitch. Man, these wicks are just insane this week. All right, so no more. That was my funded trade. So we were trying to see if we could take this breakout on the funded. Whoa, why did it do that? Why did that happen? Yeah, today's just been like I said, man. I constantly repeat this for anybody that's new. This is rollover week. Rollover week's just all about trying to survive. We're still in the green, but unfortunately, we got killed on fees on this one here. I'm annoyed because I tried to copy trade that first initial move today, and I should have 92 to $100 across both of the funded accounts, but we did not because when I was copy trading, I forgot to select the instrument, so it didn't copy trade. So that's kind of where we're at this morning on the fundeds. I took this trade here for the funded, this big candle here. So we pretty much closed outside of the original 15 minutes. We had about a 23% pullback, and it was this move here that we caught. That was the funded trade this morning. Like I said, I was trying to copy trade so I can just be done trading, but when I looked over, it didn't copy trade. So then I was trying to find other entries. So now we might just have to sit. The only entry I like wicks too so fast to enter. So yeah, man, these wicks have been insane. So now we're just going to switch over to an eval, go back to our eval only. All right, we're going to go back to the aggressive trading with our eval here. And we still got 2 minutes left on this candle. Who are you? Are you just trading Apex this morning, Matt? All right, we're going to be patient and wait for some kind of close instead of jumping in on these 5-minute candles. Just trading 150K. Are those not harder to pass though? Isn't the ratio like 50% like per drawdown per what you got to make though? I would think that'd be tougher to pass. Slightly, because it's only $3,000 drawdown, right? $5K drawdown. Okay, that's the 100K. That's the three. The never mind. It's the I think it was the 100K that I was thinking of. That the drawdown feels like it's off skewed from the 50K. All right, so we're finally maybe. And what do we got? Minute left on this candle here. Just looking for a quick 10 points on this, guys. Quick 10 points. 9K. Okay, so. Oof. What do we got? 40 seconds left. How hard is it to pass that? I mean, to get 9K, I mean, you got to be trading fairly heavy, right? Aren't you probably trading, what, 2 or 3 minis to make 9K? You risk 3 minis. Kind of need to see it break that there. Hey, Thomas, how are you doing today? Pretty good. The only feel like mistake I had today was I forgot to set up my copy trader right, and my one good funded trade that we usually wait on every morning, I only got made money on one account instead of both of them. Now we're just probably strictly just going to be trading eval unless something really that looks good later. So this morning when I was setting my funded up, I forgot to select the instrument. So only one account cop. Yeah, I caught this short back up here. This one here. So this would have been a funded trade setup. So closed outside of the original 15 minutes, 30% less than a 30% pullback, and got short pretty much at the close of this candle. The same thing I usually look for most days, early in the morning. get that first nice, initial move. Then spend the rest of the morning just probably working on evals. If we get back above 40, I mean, God, man, we could just rip. Probably be safer to wait for us to close back above the 21 here. Or, I mean, we could, if we get above 40, we could be pulling back to retest this 15 minutes up here. How much time still? We still got a minute left on this candle. So I'm thinking if we can close above 40, might be able to shoot for like a nice little 10 points here and see what happens with the runner. Got 30 seconds left. Now, if we take this, guys, this is eval only. This is not funded. So funded trade already happened this morning. So these are all evals. The funded trade was here. This was a nice funded setup this morning. Off the opening, pretty much like second candle of the morning. Did not want to see that big old wick there. That's why you don't buy at the top of the candle, guys. You got to wait for you to print above it, so you don't want to get stuck. Man, whatever way this thing goes, it's gonna make a big move. I wouldn't mind finding a trade to the downside so we can target the target for the downside is going to be 175. Man, we got 4 minutes left on this candle. Well, did we just make a new low here? We just broke this wick, so we did break that little trend line. See if we can. Man, we still got 3 minutes left. I mean, we're breaking the range here. Ugh, we just got so much time. NVIDIA's red across the board here, so I don't see how we don't push down. NVIDIA's selling off right now. ES is in the red. Everything's in the red, so I just don't see how we don't get the push here. Oof. We're just kind of stuck in an idiot box right at the now, guys. Good morning. How are you doing? Pretty good. No complaints today. The funded trades work out, so that's always a plus. Eval, we're doing a little aggressive trading with the eval account today. So right now we're just kind of stuck in an idiot box, guys. There's just not really anything to do until we get out of this box. So here's our box that we're kind of trapped in at the moment. Usually, though, whenever we make like a big, strong move down like this, most of the time you'll get like the continuous move to the downside. So yeah, there's just nothing to do here. We're just trying to chop him back and forth. So it's just best to stay out of this until we break out of this area. Or maybe we can get another retest of the 15 minutes before we sell off. So kind of get one of these deals where we break back above, retest this area up here at the 40s, then have the big move down to the downside. Is there anybody in the position right now? Is anybody stuck in a position? Maybe. Finally, at least getting a decent looking bullish candle. We just got to see if he can push out of this box, create one with a little pullback back into this area, then drop. If you want to look for the safer of the move. Still 2 minutes left on this candle, so plenty of time for it to push down. Just don't want to buy here. You got to wait for this next candle to print. Still got a minute and a half. Plenty of time. What's up, King? Waiting to see if we can break out of this idiot box here for possible short. Still got 1 minute left on this candle. And this will be an eval only trade, guys. We've already taken our funded trade for the day. That's the one we do early in the morning here. Evals are a little bit more not as like solid setups like that first one. All right, we're breaking the idiot box here. So now let's see if we can get this candle to print next. We got 24 seconds left. Actually, let me just mark it in because all right, let's see if we get a little pullback here on this next printed candle without just dumping, because it could easily hit the 50, go back up, then go back down. Yeah. We still possibly get the retest of this area, so I just didn't want to get left behind. So boner candle. Come on. Just got to be patient and wait on the sell. What are we up? 40. May sell one more here. Oh, wait. Do I got to buy? Yeah. Buy. Yeah, buy. I'm going to follow it just because that 175 should be your target. What do we got left on this candle? 3 minutes? Shoot, this baby's rocking right now. We actually hit the wrong button a while ago. That's why our position kind of got skewed. Boner candle, guys. What is that? 60-point candle right now. Oh, the dirty old wick. We'll risk a few points out of this. Damn it. 25 a lot of times will hold. It'll push back up, hit the 25, and push back down. Damn. Nasty wick. Matt, that was your full port move there, man. With very little risk. You only had to risk, what, less than 10 points on this trade. Uh, if we get below 90, I'm probably going to go to 200s because I know that we can probably bounce. Yeah, no, that's why I'm trying to get ready to take profit because I don't know if we're going to bounce that 180, 175 here. If we sell through it and come back up through it, I may hop in there with you. We hit 80 almost on the dot there. All right. Nice. We're going to go to break even fast, even if we don't get it. Try to get that quick sweep of the 75 here. Damn it. There comes it. There's that 75. There's the wick off the 75. Damn it. We could have got it. Son of a bee. Oh, you took the nice. I got you. See if 75 holds here. And we just left a lot on the table here. Glad, yeah. I was trying to re-short it. I mean, I feel like we had more to the downside. It's just I didn't want to risk my profit. I mean, we're up $300 right now, so I just didn't want to risk the profit on this account. But man, I knew we had to run those 75s because that 75 was there. Man, where could we go if we lose this level? I mean, let's see. See where we could go now. Woo, we got those London lows all the way down there at 25,074. All right, if we stay under that 75, I may put a little 2 micro trade on here. Because we got those 25,073 and 25,101 down there that we could go to. Nah. Oh, I'm so annoyed that I didn't get my short from the 90. Oh my goodness. You should be done for the day, Matt. If you're at 450, man, that's pretty good. That's like what, 25 points, 20 points, something like that. Quick 20 points. If you did one, how many? What did you do? One mini? Holy goodness, man. We have left a lot on the table right here on this move down. So we were short from the freaking 60s. It's one of those days where I leave a lot on the table, man. That just happens some days. Imagine being short for my original short entry. But yesterday I had such, like, wait a minute, new candle. Oh, damn it. Didn't get the pullback, so couldn't hop in. Maybe do a 100 bounce here, possible. That's the Asia low from a couple nights ago. We're just going to risk 2 micros here. Oh, come on. Should have put a resting order there instead of about 10 points off here. I thought we could get at least a 20 point back up to this wick here. All right, we're going to break even. We didn't want to risk our profits. We could have just took our first target, then just stayed in negative drawdown. But man, this thing's just looking so bullish right now. Not really sure. I mean, I feel like we need a decent pullback. If you pull fib on this whole move, I mean, we should get it. We could get a nice move back to the top side here. We're up 326. Like I said, we're going to still stay aggressive with entries with this eval. Dude, this 100 could literally go all the way back up 100 points. %, all the way back up there at 220. 200 for the 40%. So we close back above into this leg here. Dude, 50-point rip off that 100 already. Dude, don't one tick me. That was dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty pool, mister. Come on. You know you want up there. You're going to mess with me like that. That's so dirty. So still could get stopped out on my runner here. Ah, damn it. Second time runner's been stopped out. We're just trying to hold on as much profit we can, guys. We're just trying to catch that quick breakout. I mean, that 100 down here, this was the Asia low sitting at the 100. But we were so bearish that it was so hard to trust that. So what we're looking for is a quick 10 points and see if we can get the breakout for the runner. So that's all we're doing at the moment with this eval. See if the let's see if the bulls can hold on and start push this baby back up here. Ooh, that looks kind of a weird looking volatility candle. Oh shoot. We lose these hundreds, we're probably going to 25,074. So that's kind of what I was saying a while ago. I actually brought that up yesterday about those London lows from yesterday at 25,075. Could possibly look for a long entry off of there if we get down there. So far, we're green across the board. We're up 331 on the account that we're trading here, 82 and 92 with the other two funded accounts. And we're only up 300 on that one account because we had one that we went in with 10 micros. That was this trade here, one that we entered here at the 60s. So what we'll have to do, if it's going to push on through, we'll have to wait for it to rerun that 75. But you want to make sure that shit holds up, though. Come on, run it. Don't just barely get next to it. Didn't quite run that 75 level. You can see it's pushing. There's the 75. Just ran it. Man, are we going to not find support here? Like I said, it'll be, if we get tagged in, it'll go to break even fairly quick. Just looking for a quick 10 points. And see if we can, anything that we maybe retest the So stop loss will be here. And this is 2 micros. What do we got left on this candle? We still got a whole minute left on this candle. Really don't want to get too far away from the 75s if we're going to pull back and at least retest the whole number up here. Woo, that went so quick. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The runner got stopped out. that shit went so quick that I didn't even have time to even think. Oh, my goodness. It's still, I think it goes higher. I think you could probably get up to the 25 100s because we like to retest the whole numbers. But I didn't want to risk it. If we can just get 10 points and move on to the next one, we can 10 point all day. That 75 level is the London previous day low. So that's why we were targeting that level. So maybe if we can get a print here of a candle and get a nice push back up. Most of the time, that thing will almost pay 20 points. Let's see. No, this thing just lost. That thing just dumped hard. All right, let's see what our next level. Oh shoot, I might have to go back into freaking. You almost have to go back into November. Yeah, November to find. So what is that? No, we're down here. Ooh, that's a long ways down, guys. This could have us going all the way to 24,900. The next bounce that we'll look for if we continue pushing, unless we get back above 75 here, we can look for a 25,000 bounce. We're usually always almost guaranteed for a little bounce here at the 25,000 level. Right now we're up 350 at the moment at their fees. If you're just joining us, guys, I do trade my evals a little bit more aggressive than we trade fundeds. With funded accounts, we just look for the one setup in the morning. And we got that setup, and we took the 15-minute breakout setup, was back up here. We were actually, our original short was back up here around the 380s, whatever this level is right here, because this is where we got short from. But, man, did we leave a lot on the table today. Man, do we finally find the bottom here? All right, if this thing keeps pushing, as long as it's not knife falling, you could possibly look for like a little 10-point bounce out of this 25, because that's a pretty big whole number, 25,000. I'm just gonna leave it there and wait. So if you do take this, you really don't want it past 90. So 90 would be kind of like my line in the sand. and then you're just looking for a quick 10 points in a runner. Where's the ES? The ES is also down at a whole number 2, so we got 605 and it's at 6,800. So if the ES can reclaim that 20 level, we may get a push here. Matt, you done trading? Since you got your 450, or are you still slinging the eval over there? Dude, I mean, we already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles. I mean, I feel like we're due for a pullback. All right, bouncing off that 75 level. %50 pullback would be all the way basically back up to the 200s here. We can get back above the 75 here. But as long as the 75 won't break, we're probably going to stay below it. Because that was your London low from yesterday. Oh, goodness. Ah. Boy, the ES is, look like it's trying to push. Looks like the ES is going to maybe push down and retest the 6,800s. Anybody over here trading the ES? Dude, the ES has had a massive move down. I mean, 55 points on the ES is just insane. Especially if you're on a mini, like $50. $50 a mini. Whew, that's insane. Probably done. Nice. For pullbacks, we got to get back above the 75 level. We still got two minutes left on this candle. So we're just kind of stuck here. There's not really a lot to do until we either need to push down to the 25,000s and get a bounce, or we need to find support above the 25,075. All right, we got 1 minute left here. For the longs, you kind of need to close above the 75, and this next candle have like a little wick into it so that you know it finds support. $30 left. Because this could just be a 100 pullback for retest the whole number, then a push back down. So it's at the 75. We got 17 seconds left on this candle. Nope. It's right there at that level. And it can only push up a little bit. A lot of times it'll push back up above the whole number, and then it'll pull back. Waiting for us to kind of bump that whole number first. All right, there's the first 90 hit, or first 100 hit. So the second one should push through. Two micros only here. And I think 90 will be my line in the sand here. If I feel like we're going to start trying to close back below 90, is that a wick? I know we could reverse off that 10, so you got to be careful of that 10 there. My runner may get stopped out too, because we could come all the way back down to the 90. Got 2 minutes left on this candle. Dude, the ES reclaims here. We're squeezing. Oh, damn it. We're going to retest the damn 98 or 90 level here. Oh, retested 100. I thought we were going all the way back down to the 90. That's always a possibility. A lot of times it's very tough to trade between the 20, the 10, and the 90. I almost want to risk this trade and just risk our 10-point profit. I think that's what we're going to do. Ah, damn it. So it's just going to be a break-even trade. We're risking 10 points. Okay. I know if the ES was going to hold those 18s, we should have squeezed. Oh, that's going to be dirty if it stopped me out and goes. Damn it. Son of a bee. Like I said, usually very tricky here. If the ES can reclaim those 18, 19s, I think we squeeze. So we're kind of watching the ES here. And these would be Adam Manzini levels for anybody who was curious whose level these are. All right, this will be my last trade of the day, guys. We still should finish at around about $300, even if we get stopped out here. Between 250 to what, 300. All right, so it looks like we're about to get stopped out on this one. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. That was going to be the last one of the day. That was my, like I said, eval. We're being kind of aggressive with the eval at the moment. The funded trade was the very first trade this morning. So you would have had to be pretty early to catch that one. And that was here. This was really the only setup that we had today as far as funded trade setup. So what we're doing is this is the 9 to 9:15 15-minute candle. And so we're just kind of waiting for a candle to print out of it. So this candle right here kind of pushed down. We pulled fib. We had about a 20% pullback. And we basically caught this move down. Most all these other trades have been like funded trades. All right. Thank you, guys.